public health crises, our eyes are naturally drawn to the most visible struggle: the crowded clinics, the emergency vehicles, and the patients sitting in hospital beds. But what if those visible cases represent only 10% of the actual threat? Welcome back to STEMTalk. We are dedicated to translating raw science into accessible knowledge, bypassing complexity so you can retain these concepts forever. Today, we are diving deep beneath the surface to explore a core epidemiological principle: the iceberg phenomenon of disease.
Eleanor, look at this update. The municipal hospital has reported 10 active confirmed cases of this new respiratory bug in our district today. It says these 10 patients are in isolation wards.
10 cases in a district our size is definitely concerning, Thomas. But the kids at the community park today seemed completely active. None of them were coughing or looked unwell.
That is exactly what is throwing me off. If only 10 people are sick enough to be in the hospital, why is the local Department of Health warning us that there might be hundreds of cases already circulating in our neighborhood? Where are they?
We'll figure it out, just breathe. Dad, does that mean we can catch a virus from someone who doesn't even look sick?
I think that is exactly what the state is worried about. But how can doctors track a disease if the people carrying it do not even know they have it? Thomas and Eleanor have just pointed out the core vulnerability of modern healthcare tracking. What they are observing is called the iceberg phenomenon of disease. In epidemiology, we view a disease outbreak as a massive floating iceberg. The tiny, visible tip above the water represents the symptomatic cases, the patients who feel ill, seek medical care, and are recorded by hospitals. This is what we call passive clinical tracking. But the vast, massive portion of the iceberg submerged beneath the surface represents the asymptomatic spread, the undiagnosed, subclinical, or carrier states. These individuals have no symptoms, yet they are fully capable of transmitting the pathogen. This hidden base is what drives the outbreak forward, completely invisible to the hospitals. This is where STEMTalk bridges medical science and data systems. If a health department relies solely on patients walking into clinic doors, they are running blind. Passive tracking only registers what is above the waterline. For highly transmissible pathogens, like certain seasonal respiratory viruses or historical polio outbreaks, the subclinical ratio is massive. Polio, for example, less than 1% of infections actually result in paralytic illness. The other 99% are hidden beneath the surface, spreading the virus silently. To counter this, modern epidemiology must transition from passive tracking to active surveillance, utilizing molecular testing and community-wide screening. By exposing the hidden base of the iceberg, we can shut down the silent transmission loops before they reach our hospitals. Whether you are managing a small municipal clinic or coordinating regional containment pipelines, the metrics of disease transmission do not lie. You must look past the hospital beds, measure the hidden baseline, and track the silent carriers. Bypassing the heavy administrative complexity of disease tracking is a mere formality once you utilize our integrated models. Do not let your local departments run blind against invisible, submerged risks. Go straight to our global science terminal at www.STEMConnectonline.com right now to evaluate your sector's data alignment. Subscribe to STEMTalk. Stay locked in the story loop. Never lose your grip on the metrics.